Hello everyone. Once again, this is your professor, Danny Araneta Cabulay, for the course Accountancy Research. We are now in video lecture number 7. Okay, so on with the lecture. In this segment, I'm going to explain to you another type of accountancy research, and this is business plan. So companies prepare business plans each year. Sometimes they call it strategic business plan, okay? Or strategic planning, okay? So when they do a strategic plan or a business plan, they mean the same, okay? They want to find out how they can meet their targets next year. What are their targets and how will they meet them? What are the strategies? Okay? So, importante sa isang company na gumagawa siya ng business plan taon-taon. Usually, ang business plan, ginagawa siya bandang May, June, or July, kalagitnaan ng taon. So, fino-forecast mo yung gusto mong ma-achieve next year. Bakit May, June, July? Kasi August, September, October, nire-review siya. Okay? Tapos, November, aaprubahan yung budget. At the end of the year, December, kailangan maaprubahan na siya ng board of directors. Okay? So these are the owners of the company. So once it is approved, January next year, they begin to implement the business plan. Okay? So the business plan is going to be a concerted effort by all the departments within a company. Okay? What are the parts of a business plan? The executive summary, company profile, product or service concept, management team and organizational structure, the marketing plan, the operations or production plan, human resources plan, financial plan, and risk assessment. Let's look at this in detail. What is an executive summary? This is basically a condensed version of the entire business plan. Halimbawa, yung business plan ay 100 pages. So, usually, ang executive summary, mga 1 to 2 pages lang siya. So, it's like a synopsis, no? So, isang napaka-iksing version. Kaya kung nagmamadali ang isang executive, yung executive summary na lang ang binabasa niya. So, parang naintindihan na niya yung essence of the entire business plan. Okay? Dapat na-capture siya sa executive summary. Now, let's talk about the company profile. Pag sinabing company profile, this section includes the history, the development of the company, how did it grow over the years, its location, portfolio of products and services, owners or principal investors, the affiliate companies, the prospects for growth, milestones, and challenges over the years. This usually entails only 1 to 2 pages, so maiksi lang siya talaga, parang executive summary din. Then there's what you call the next section, the product or service concept. Siyempre, kung ikaw ay nasa manufacturing sector, product concept. O kaya pag meron kang tinitindang merchandise. Pero kung ikaw ay nasa services, service concept. Okay? So this section vividly describes the product or service or a product line, if you like it, no? Of a company with all its specifications, functions, benefits, and safe, and if it is safe as well as unsafe to use, no? And how it is differentiated from the competition. What makes it different from the others? Okay? And similar products or services. Usually, yung product or service concept, mga 2 to 3 pages yan. Depende kung gaano kadami ang produkto ng isang kumpanya. Okay? Then, let's proceed to the management team. It is vital to show the leadership structure in any business enterprise. Pakita natin, sino bang leaders dito? Who are the management team? No? Who are the owners, the chairman of the board of directors, etc.? Who are the men and women who call the shots? These are the leaders, the planners, decision makers, and the visionaries. So it's good to present this in a table of organization. It indicates the heads of each function and department. It would be good to highlight the academic, career, entrepreneurship, and civic credentials of each officer to establish their credibility and competence. Experienced managers are preferred, but the drive, energy, and vision of young entrepreneurs is not discounted at all. So, kailangan natin both young and old leaders, okay, mature leaders. Now, let's talk about the marketing plan. It defines vividly the market demand and business opportunity for the products and services to be offered. So, gaano ba kalaki yung may gusto sa ganyang klaseng produkto? Gaano kalaki yung demand na yan? Okay? Then you will produce based on demand forecast. Beyond the presence of market demand, it is good to present the demand-supply gap, which indicates clearly untapped, unsatisfied, as well as unserved markets, or that the company intends to offer new, innovative, and possibly pioneering products and services. Okay? So napakahalaga po ng marketing plan kasi dahil natin makikita kung tayo ba ikikita o hindi. Gaano ba kalaki ang pagkagusto ng publiko sa ating produkto na kailangan nila. Okay? Some marketers are aggressive enough to show and prove their predatory stance while there is no current need or demand for their products and services. They will still create it and establish a captive market. Okay? Investors and financing institutions, those that are not risk-averse and have reasonable appetite for risk, they usually get excited with such proposition. Kasi risk-taker ka. Okay? The marketing plan includes 3 smaller plans. The sales and promotions plan, paano tayo makakabenta? Yan ang tanong na sasagutin ng sales and promotions plan. Marketing communications plan, how will we communicate to the public who we are and what products and services we sell? And finally, the PR or the public relations and advocacy plan. What is our relationship with the community? How can we help the community? Okay? So that's your marketing plan. Now let's proceed to operations or production plan. Okay? This section of the business plan specifies the various aspects of production. In case of a manufacturing plant, or operations for all other types of businesses. It provides a layout or perspective of the plant and store or office, the various equipment, machinery, technology that will be used in production or operations, the different processes to produce its products and services, the acceptable quality standards and quality control strategies and measures, materials management, that means from procurement of raw materials to storage and warehousing, production allocation, all the way to waste management or disposal of assets, manpower scheduling, overhead control, and other logistical details. So medyo madugo po yung ating operations and production plan. Then we also have a human resources plan within the business plan. This section shows the adequacy of the company's plantilla in terms of number and quality of employees in the payroll, as well as contracted auxiliary services. From the beginning, it is crucial to ensure that the right sizing is already practiced. It has a projected plantilla and payroll schedule, HR policies and standards, compensation and benefits, training program, and succession plan. Now, finally, let's talk about the financial plan, which is a very essential component of a business plan before we do the risk assessment, okay? Investors focus on the financial plan of the business plan, or what you call the proverbial bottom line mentality. What's the bottom line? Gusto nilang malaman, kikita ba tayo o hindi? Okay, that's the purpose of entrepreneurs or investors. Angel investors and venture capitalists devote a lot of time numbers crunching. Compute yung mga yan based on the financial projections presented in this section, the financial plan. Okay? Why do they do that? Because ultimately, they want to arrive at the crucial decision, okay? Which is to invest or not to invest in the company or project. Kaya gusto nila mag-compute. They want to have access to figures. Okay? And then, when you talk about the financial plan, this includes the startup, development cost, the revenue budget or the sales budget, the operating budget, and the capital expenditure budget, also called CAPEX. Okay? So, as you can see in this picture, this is a happy picture of employees of the City of Dreams, a five-star hotel, okay, in Parañaque rather, okay? As a respected and resilient organization, the City of Dreams, Manila, through the initiative of its Vice President for Human Resources, Teresa Liwanag, may have streamlined their manpower during the COVID pandemic. Nagbawas sila ng tao noong 2020. Pero, inimplement naman nila ang kanilang mga HR programs at benefits to suit the needs of their colleagues. So, ibig sabihin, nakaka-survive sila. So, ganyan ang kanilang ginawang business plan para sa 2021. Okay? Kasi noong 2022, nag-streamlining na sila. Here's another example. Pet Express. Alam niyo yung Pet Express, diyan ka bumibili ng mga pagkain ng aso o pag may sakit yung aso mo, diyan mo dadalhin for veterinarian to check up or diyan ka rin nagpapabakuna ng mga aso mo or kung gusto mo magpag-grooming ng mga dogs or cats, you go to Pet Express. Itong company na to is an affiliate of SM Group of Companies. They own it. SM owns it. Okay? Pet Express, the country's largest pet shop merchandiser with numerous branches nationwide, holds an annual Master and Dog marathon. They call it the Doggy Run, held every April at the Mall of Asia complex in Pasay City. The event attracts hundreds of dog owners and dog aficionados who participate in the 1.5-kilometer and 5-kilometer and 10-kilometer running events. Okay? They listen to pep talks and they line up for the loot bags giveaways by the supplier sponsors. This event reinforces the image of Pet Express as the leader in the pet care. So itong kanilang event na to, itong Doggy Run, it's basically part of the marketing plan. So events would be part of their advertising. Okay? So events management. Okay? Now, here's another example. Manjaru. Manjaru Footwear Incorporated, formerly they were called Hikers Enterprises, no? They produce quality outdoor footwear like flip-flops using discarded rubber tires. One of its major advocacies is caring for the environment and espousing upcycling. Okay? Using waste materials. Okay? So yung mga gulong na tinapon na, ina-upcycle nila. They don't want to call it recycle. When you say upcycling, you're using waste material to produce a higher value product. That is upcycling. Okay? Yan. And for them, this is key to the production process. Kasi hindi ka lang basta magugupit ng mga goma. No, kailangan linisin mo muna. You have to prepare the material for production because it's dirty. Okay? So, you see, this is part of the production plan. What is the process in producing slippers like this? Durable slippers like this. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a particular case study that you will answer now in the comment section. Here's the case study. Okay? Look at this picture. These are young boys. They are actually waiters. The guy in the middle in black is the chef. And they produce delicious food like this. This is an example of a meringue pie, no? Fruit pie. No? This is Cafe Ingo 1587. This is a coffee shop restaurant in the Santo Domingo Church compound in Quezon City along Araneta Avenue. Okay? So, Cafe Ingo 1581, located within the Santo Domingo Church compound in Quezon City and named after the local moniker of Saint Dominic, founder of the Order of Preachers, and the year the first batch of 15 Dominican friars landed on Philippine shores, opened its doors to the comfort food-loving public on August 8, 2017. So technically, they're kind of 4 years old already. The restaurant owner, Vic Alquaz, a seasoned hotelier and HR practitioner, wrote a brief strategic plan for the cafe which included its 5-year goals, the overall concept, menu design, pricing, human capital philosophies, social media presence, marketing, and finance. The financial plan included capital expenditures, monthly budgets, and quarterly, monthly, and annual profit and loss projections. The cafe is funded purely on equity, so wala silang utang, by its 7-man board of directors. So siguro ito mga pari ito, mga pari ng Dominican order. No? On its first year of operations, the owner and the chef, who both used to manage 5-star hotels, underestimated the importance of having a set of standards and policies in terms of their products and services. Hence, their initial foray in the restaurant industry as business partners was characterized by varying levels of guest satisfaction. So meron silang mga guests na masaya, meron naman mga guests na nagko-complain. So masyadong malayo yung agwat. Kuminsan binibigyan sila ng score na excellent, kuminsan naman poor. Okay? It became a humbling experience for the team to address all the operational concerns. With the cafe manager pitching in, the trio quickly developed a manual, company manual, that would be useful for the entire cafe. Kitchen, service, and administration. So it's not enough na meron ka palang business plan. Dapat gagawa ka pa ng company manuals para mas titibay yung iyong business plan. Okay? So walang kwenta yung gawa ng business plan tapos wala palang company manuals. Anong susundin nilang standard? Okay? Technically, yung service and product and service concept mo, you will just expand it and make it into a manual. Okay? Here are the questions I want you to answer for video lecture number 7. With over a year of implementation of the standards and policies, the 30-seater restaurant began to capture a specific niche in the market, and their guests kept on coming back and eventually became loyal due to the consistent quality of their food and beverage offerings as well as service. Here are the 2 questions you need to answer. What important lessons can be derived from the business startup like Cafe Ingo 1578? Okay? You can answer this in 1, 2, or 3 sentences. But there is a second question you need to answer. So medyo mahaba ang sagot nyo dito sa video na to, sa recitation. Is the restaurant's experience on their first year typical? Talaga bang normal yung gano'n na mayroon sila mga kapalpakan? Okay, na mayroon mga magko-complain? How can it be avoided? Paano kaya maiwasan yung problema na yon na hindi daw consistent yung service, may mga nagko-complain? Yan. How can we avoid that? So you can answer me or answer this particular question, the second question, within 1 to 3 sentences only. So I am expecting 2 answers from you because there are 2 questions. Okay, this is now the end of video lecture number 7. I will see you around in video lecture number 8.